This week, our Tar Heel Traveler reveals stories of mystery and intrigue.
Scott Mason tells a chilling tale tonight in Elizabeth City.
Water breeds mystery. When will the truth surface? That question has haunted Elizabeth City for more than 100 years. Whatever happened to Nell Cropsey?
Nell Cropsey was a 19-year-old girl, dark hair, dark eyes, just a beautiful 19-year-old girl.
Nell Cropsey had a boyfriend.
His name was Jim Wilcox, an odd duck, kind of a strange individual, and here he was dating the most beautiful girl in town. They'd been going together for 3.5 years, and she was about to break up with him.
Jim arrived at Nell's house on November 20th, 1901. This very same house.
He asked Nell to step out on the porch with him before he left. Nell was never seen again. The whole town was convinced that Jim had killed this girl. They dragged the river with hooks. They even shot off a cannon, believing that if she was in the river, the repercussion of the cannon would dislodge her body and would float to the top.
Nell's mother kept watch from the upper window.
She was the one that saw the fisherman going up and finding her daughter.
That must have been a shock when the body finally did surface.
Yeah, since they had been looking for it so long and hard.
When the body was found, it was 37 days later, and, you know, so questionable that it was still the beautiful Nell Cropsey.
As if her body had been preserved.
Why was the ice bill for this home so much more than it had ever been that month? But it was the month of December, and all this huge ice bill that the family had.
The whole town was up in arms about the death of this beautiful young girl.
Some people think the dad had something to do with it, that there was an argument between he and Nell.
But it was Jim Wilcox who ultimately paid the price.
Because they were out for blood.
What happened to Jim Wilcox?
He was found guilty on very circumstantial evidence.
He served half of a 30-year prison term. Did he proclaim his innocence?
Well, he did.
And then?
And then he committed suicide. Of all the people who were here, present at the house, the night that Nell disappeared, 3 of them ended up committing suicide.
What does that say?
That something was up, that somebody knew something that they couldn't live with. This town has been talking about it for 110 years, and we don't know what happened.
I do not believe it'll ever be solved. It remains a mystery.
Ooh. All right, the Nell Cropsey house today is a private residence whose occupants say it is haunted by her ghost. Wow. Deborah Moore.